It was summer of 95. In the backyard, shaving the old flies, feeling so strong. Something was wrong. Straight to my finger, what a stinger it was so long. I still remember that day, like the day that I said that I swear I never heard myself again. But it seems that I'm deemed to be wrong, to be wrong, to be wrong. Gotta keep holding on. The other place of sorrow. Me, I'm sitting on my desk with a gun in my hand, wearing a bulletproof vest. In my mind, I have a down no smile, when you know you're gonna die by the end of the night. I said, hey. I still remember when we were young. So then, no one gave a shit about us. The time tougher than feels so good. Cruising the hood, straight to the real world. Rich kids never understood, but I don't care. I can fade away to anywhere. Don't stop, cause you might get shot. And if you do, we're gonna pick you up. Well, I won't. Well, I won't. The old place for sorrow. Come for me, I'm sitting at my desk with a gun in my hand, wearing a bulletproof vest. In my mind, have a time that's slow, and you know you're gonna die by the end of the night. Say, hey. When they come for me, I'll be sitting at my desk with a gun in my hand, wearing a bulletproof vest. Singing, my, have a time that's fly when you know you're gonna die by the end of the night. When they come for me, I'll be sitting at my desk with a gun in my hand, wearing a bulletproof vest. Singing, my, have a time that's fly when you know you're gonna die by the end of the night. When they come for me, I'll be sitting at my desk with a gun in my hand, wearing a bulletproof vest. Singing, my, have a time that's fly when you know you're gonna die by the end of the night. Say, hey, 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 hey.
All right, man. I think we can kill the timer now. Take two. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Slow News Day Morning Edition. My name is Steve Poikinen. I am frazzled. It is what is it? Tuesday? It's Tuesday, right? Or is it Monday?
Yeah, it's Tuesday.
Tuesday. Yeah, that's right. Because I did Union of the Unwanted last night. That's how I know. I don't really know what the day of the week is unless there's like a specific show that I'm on or doing or something like that. That's about where we're at right now. Lots to get into, lots to talk about. I don't know how much of it we could do on YouTube, but we are back on YouTube for a little bit at least. We had a fantastic show on Sunday with Pasta and Fee from the Convo Couch. Got to hear all about their experience in Nicaragua, observing the elections down there. Fee had a bunch of really interesting points about the way that the left there thinks, what their priorities are, what their main concerns and issues are, and how they would be broadly canceled by the Western woke mob. Do go check that show out. It was a good talk. Run through the business real quick, and then we can get to the news. That QR code right above me in the corner of the screen there belongs to Matrix Bars. Matrix Bars are nice enough to sponsor the show. By sponsor, I mean occasionally they send me some of the product, which is 3.5 grams psilocybin mushrooms in a delicious chocolate bar. There are 4 incredibly yummy flavors that I'm aware of. They might have more now. I'm not even sure. The guys are busy. Great for macro dosing, great for micro dosing. And again, just yummy. Some people really can't stand the taste of mushrooms, but want to unlock the healing benefits of psilocybin. So eat that shit with chocolate, yo. It's good. MATRIXGENETIX on Twitter or Instagram is how you can get a hold of them, or you can scan the QR code. And the White Rabbit will show up and lead you to the Matrix bar. This thing right here that I'm wearing is incredibly comfortable, nice looking t-shirt. You can get that from the good folks over at Truth Revolution Clothing. They were nice enough uh, to work with me, bring me shirts out. They really do. They really are super fucking comfy. We'll pull those up real quick, grab the link for you guys, drop it in the chat. All the streams. I prefer dangerous freedom of peaceful slavery. Get the shirts.
Hey, let it come up. It's cutting out while it's coming up. Your audio's cutting.
Okay.
Once it shows up on the share, I'll let you
Okay. Okay. Try that again then. Sorry, dude.
It's your internet.
It's up in like 3 days, dude. Well, yeah, no, it's my brain. It's fucking
You need an
everything
ad blocker
right
on
now,
there.
dude. Yeah, I will add that to the list of all kinds of shit.
That'll cut down your bandwidth like significantly because like half your internet queries are like trackers and shit.
Okay.
I'll send you a link after the show.
Okay. Let's see. Can we order in the US? Yes, you can order in the US. If that's for Matrix bars or the t-shirts, you could order both of them in the US. If you're out of the continental United States, I don't know if I would try to get a hold of the Matrix bar people. International shipping alone is gonna kill you. Like,
Oh,
it's
dude, that's
just
expensive.
impractical. I mean, they grow mushrooms in Wales. They're famous for it. You could probably fly to Wales. No, they're really not. They're the blue meanies. They're like low grade psilocybin or mid grade psilocybin. But if you eat enough of them, for sure. You also get amanitas up there, which are the red like death cap ones with the white spots. Well, cognitive resonance. I don't know if you've been with the show very long, but we operate on sort of a sliding scale of respect for laws, and are traditionally supporters of the gray market and really any form of counter economics. So, in terms of the legality of the product, I'm just gonna say exercise your own caution and do what you're gonna do. I personally have no problem going to my random mailbox once every couple of weeks, but that's about anyway. Moving on. Oh, that's right. We're still going through the goddamn business. The show is entirely viewer supported. The only way we can do it is why you guys. So that's how we do it. We do currently have a GoFundMe up. The other donate links are basically all at Slow News Day Show. Let me go ahead and grab this link. Come on, man. Oh, and I need to put the Truth Clothing link in the Rockfin chat too. That's truthclothing.io. Shouldn't be too hard, but I will go ahead and grab that link. There's a link for the GoFundMe. Go over to the Rockfin, drop a couple of these, and then we can actually get through and get on to this here program. You know what? I don't even feel I feel bad about the late start, and I feel fucking I'm still my head's all it's gonna be a minute before I actually get it into the thing, but I noticed that when I watch my friend shows or I listen to my friend shows, they do about an 8 to 12 minute open before they even get to talking about whatever it was they were going to talk about. So I don't really feel bad because we it's got a little There are a number of different places throughout, well, California, but also a couple other places in the U.S. Jilly's right. Arcata decriminalized mushrooms. It did that after Santa Cruz did. Santa Cruz has decriminalized possession of all entheogens, all plant-based psychedelics, for cultivation or personal use. So I don't know. Oakland, I know Portland did a while back, and then Oregon legalized all drugs. I'm sure that's working out great. Hopefully it is. Hopefully it is. Stop screen. Okay, there's that. We're through the bullshit. Man, I wish video played. Let me see, because I do want to do these segments. I guess the audio is really only is the important shit. But I think we can talk about this on YouTube. No, let's talk about the Australian shit. Let's do that. Try and make it a little less. So you guys, at least a couple of years ago, when I was doing the Assange vigils and whatnot, anytime there was a new like draconian spy law or surveillance law, I would make sure to highlight it. As these come in throughout the Five Eyes countries, we try to make sure to highlight this shit. Hey, guess what? Australia's new surveillance laws can now modify social media posts. That's right. A new law gives Australian police unprecedented powers for online surveillance, data interception, and alerting data. These powers outlined in the Surveillance Legislation Amendment Identify and Disrupt Bill. By the way, we have the text of that. We're going to go through it a little bit here in a minute. Raise concerns over potential misuse, privacy, and security. The bill updates the Surveillance Devices Act 2004 and the Telecommunications Interception and Access Act of 1979. In essence, it allows law enforcement agencies or authorities such as the Australian Federal Police and the Australian Criminal Intelligence Commission to modify, add, copy, or delete data when investigating serious online crimes. I'm going to say that again. In essence, it allows law enforcement agencies or authorities to modify, add, copy, or delete data when investigating serious online crimes. Y'all. And remember, Australia is just like the laboratory setting for what happens to the rest of the Five Eyes countries. Same with Canada. They will pick a different spot, New Zealand, Australia, Canada, UK, or US, to test something out, see how it's going to work for the rest of the Western world. Australia has been basically the petri dish for the US since the CIA took over its government in the mid-60s. Still to this day, one of my favorite Caitlin Johnstone jokes is what's the most embarrassing U.S. state? What? Australia. The Human Rights Law Center says the bill has insufficient safeguards for free speech and press freedom. Digital Rights Watch calls it a warrantless surveillance regime and notes the government ignored the recommendations of a bipartisan parliamentary committee to limit the powers granted by the new law. What's more, legal hacking by law enforcement may make it easier for criminal hackers to illegally access computer systems via the same vulnerabilities used by the government. So here's what the bill gives the pigs. Data disruption warrants allow authorities to disrupt data by copying, deleting, or modifying data as they see fit. What do you... Network activity warrants permit the collection of intelligence from devices or networks that are used or likely to be used by the subject of the warrant. I'm going to read that again. Network activity warrants permit the collection of intelligence from devices or networks that are used or likely to be used by the subject of a warrant, which means effectively, if you've been selected for targeting by the Australian government, if you're an activist, if you're out there doing anti-mandate or anti-lockdown stuff, if you're a dissident of any kind, or if you fall under the 85% of the country that, here in the US that makes you a domestic violent extremist, you could then be subject to this surveillance. This surveillance then allows for the collection of data from any device that you may use or may be likely to use. That's insane. Number 3, the account takeover warrants. Wow. Let agencies take control of an online account, such as a social media account, to gather information for an investigation. Hey there, online Twitter activist. Maybe you're linking to articles that show the ineffectiveness. Well, I'm still on YouTube. Maybe you're linking to articles that demonstrate the fact that the narratives are falling apart. You don't have your account anymore. Now the Australian intelligence services have your account. That is fucking insane. Sleepy, what are your thoughts on this?
I mean, Australia is America's bitch, dude. So it's coming here soon. Like it's their testing ground. So yay.
Right. I love the rationale. According to the Department of Home Affairs, more and more criminal activity makes use of the, quote, dark web and anonymizing technologies. This is the same old argument. It is. It's the same old argument. We've got people who are acting anonymously online.
Where do they bring up the children? Because they are somewhere.
I mean, that was another one, but I'm sure. No, I don't know if they actually do.
So they're not even like pretending to have an excuse.
No, they're just coming after encryption. Like they make it pretty clear that they're coming after encryption and that they want secret. They want the ability to have hacking tools. They allude to WikiLeaks here. TechWire Asia does without saying the name WikiLeaks. But no, the justification is basically like because people could use encrypted technology and be anonymous online, and we can't have that because, well, we're the government. That seems to be like the total whole ass rationale for it.
Fun times.
Yeah. I wanted just briefly here do an overview of what's in this bill. Because it was signed into law at the beginning of September. So this has been active now for like 2 months. Dude, where was the... Oh, they didn't actually do it. Okay, god damn it. I don't want to pull up the PDF. Anyway, the brief overview here. Introduce account takeover warrants. We talked about that to enable the feds and the Australian police take over a person's account for the purpose of gathering evidence to further a criminal investigation. Make minor amendments to the controlled operations regime to ensure controlled operations can be conducted effectively in the online environment. And 10 acts to make consequential amendments. I'll go ahead and, in case you guys want to pour through the legislation, drop that link in the chat too. Dude, they've been talking about brain chips for decades now. Decades. Santifa is not cooler than Santa, Jilly. I promise you. Santifa wears skinny jeans. And Santifa...
lots of wax in his fucking beard and mustache.
Santifa, yeah, dude. Can you imagine the amount of beard wax in Santifa's fucking chin, dude? I mean, come on, no, dude. Santifa screams "All cops are bastards" and then cheers over Ashley Babbitt being murdered by the state. Santifa wants you to think that Kyle Rittenhouse is representative of white supremacy, everything wrong with America, and somehow the same people that want to abolish prisons want him to be in prison for the rest of his life. Santifa is a walking contradiction of confusion and shame and sorrow. And his toys suck.
And Pabst. He's drinking Pabst.
Santifa is totally drinking Pabst. He is. It's true. It's true. Fuck Santifa right in the ear. I don't even know, man. I don't even know. This is kind of funny. This article, and I can't. I'm trying to do everything that I can do on YouTube over here. It's the way I have the articles laid out in the open tabs now. Shit that I can do on YouTube and shit that I can't. There's like this much I can do on YouTube for the rest of the show. But I think we talked about this a while back. The overall trust in media is gone. They freak out about it. Okay, so Sunday, right? We showed the clip or two of Saturday Night Live when they had Pete Davidson come out looking like strung out Uncle Fester, pretending to be Joe Rogan, right? That was the thing. Ted Cruz, Sesame Street. Pete Davidson comes out there with the flattest possible unfunny delivery. Hopefully he was tanking the bit on purpose because he doesn't believe it. But you know, Joe Rogan, horse dewormer, all he did, they weren't even jokes. They were just talking points. That's what sucks about it more than anything. But they do the thing. This is why there's no trust in media. This is why they hate podcasters, specifically Joe Rogan, who has arguably the most popular podcast on the planet. He's pulling way more viewers an episode than anyone on mainstream media is, whether it's news or entertainment, at least in that sort of genre. And I mean, Saturday Night Live, since its inception, has always been to do narrative management, cultural conditioning, shit like that. It's not, it's, I don't know, propaganda with jokes. But at no point then in over the last 5 years, from Trump on, SNL is just over the top DNC propaganda. It's garbage. But I guess the point to all that is that Steve found a random article so that he could do one more.
Audio's getting chunky.
Audio's getting chunky. Awesome. Okay.
Get the article up and then start talking.
Gotcha. We
yeah,
good?
You're good.
Okay. Trust in political news is at another low, with most voters, even Democrats, believing the media were more aggressive in coverage of former President Donald Trump than President Joe Biden. In fact, according to the latest Rasmussen Reports survey, no demographic has a majority level of trust in the press anymore. I wonder why. Overall, and by a massive 20-point gulf, likely voters said they do not trust the political news they get from the media, 53% compared to 33%. That's up from 43% in July. The highest level of distrust is among Republicans at 69%. Nice. Independent voters at 62% and women at 58%. The poll follows a series of missteps and apologies from the media in their coverage of Trump, especially the long-hyped dossier on fake scandals meant to derail his first presidential run against Hillary Rodham Clinton. The distrust could be fed by the double standard voters in see in how the mostly liberal media cover the slumping of Biden compared to Trump. Biden's poll numbers have fallen below Trump's, but many outlets find reason to cheer the Democratic White House. The public doesn't seem to be buying it, though, as they face inflation that has doubled gasoline prices, a more expensive Thanksgiving dinner, the supply crisis that threatens to crush Christmas. Oh my God, are they going to be pushing that shit?
Or on Christmas.
Well, no, it's not even the war on. This is the supply chain. They're going to be playing with people's emotions over fucking with the supply chain. The price of, Christmas presents are going to skyrocket. Here's
Dude,
the other thing too.
Have you bought
Go ahead.
groceries recently, dude? I got like jack shit for like $85, dude. Like it was.
Bro, $40 got me 2 bags at Save Mart. And I'm in one of the cheaper counties in California right now. When I leave today, my fucking cost of living triples just by getting out of the county. And I'm hemorrhaging. Yeah, I don't need to talk about any of that shit. Asked of the news media or more. And actually, by the way, well, shit, no, I can't because YouTube. You guys, if you're watching on YouTube, why? They censor our videos, they fucking yank our content, they give us channel strikes arbitrarily. We just got back from a week suspension for covering Julian Assange's appeal hearing. That's what the fucking strike was over. There's a lot to talk about in terms of what this article has to say, not necessarily about media, but about inflation, about the economics around the whole COVID crisis. And you're going to want to hear about it. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. Michael Schellenberger. I like that guy. Make sure that we're back now. Let's see. Let's do this over on Rockfed for the rest of the time. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that link. Because yeah, it's been like 25 or so minutes. What are you looking for? Okay. There's like half a cup in it. What the fuck? Wow.
What?
I just watched the whole screen go black. That was wild. Like the whole screen just blacked out.
Looked fine to me.
And it did it again. It's on my end, but now every time I change the screen, my screen goes blank for like a 2 count. Jamie Deluxe, shout out, motherfucker. How's it going? Get back to work. Fucking weirdo. Love you. Rockfin, that's what I was doing. There we go. There's the link to that stream. Hop on over to the Rockfin. We're going in, got some really informative clips from Catherine Austin Fitz and Dr. Piers Robinson. The CDC is moving the goalposts on everything. The word booster doesn't mean what you think it means. Lots to talk about. Looking forward to seeing you over there. And again, guys, if you don't need to make an account with Rockfin to watch the stream, just click the link that I dropped into the chat. If you want to participate in the live chat over there, you can make a free account. You're on camera, by the way. If you want to participate in the chat, you can make a free account. And then if you love what we do, you can endorse the channel for $9.99 a month. You get all of the paywall content on the network, which includes people like Jamie Deluxe and Ryan Christian, Last American Vagabond, and Jason Burmis, and all kinds of people, and including the live stream of the Union of the Unwanted. Last night we had a fantastic show. You can only watch those on Rockfin Premium live, and then afterwards they upload throughout the platforms, but get it on that day. And anywho, gonna go ahead and drop the YouTubes now, and we'll see you over on Rockfin or Odyssey or DLive or anywhere else we stream but YouTube, because they blow fucking goats.
We got no Odyssey today. I had to kill that when we had issues.
Okay.